Good morning, Vietnam! I'm Chris.
I'm Mike.
Kevin.
Vietnam.
Just say who you are.
Cindy.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to BBZ Cast.
Yeah.
Take 2, Volume 2, whatever number 2 you want. Episode number 0.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yes.
Saying welcome to.
No, I know, but you could have waited till at least I said episode 0. And we're calling this episode 0 because in this episode, we are basically going to be reintroducing BBZ Cast to everybody. The previous BBZ Cast had a lot of our friends from Xbox on there.
Yep.
And we talked... absolutely great times. Mm-hmm. And we talked video games. Greg and Smash had their little arguments between each other. Smash walked off on the show, mid-show. Half the time Smash fell asleep on one of the shows. But beside the point, it was crazy.
Yes,
it was basically like an Xbox party. And that was what we were aiming for with BBZ Cast's previous incarnation. This incarnation is going to be a little bit different. We're taking what we did in BBZ Cast and combining it with what you guys liked from our 360 videos, where we basically talked about our everyday life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a once-a-week podcast. I have no idea when we're going to be uploading, if there's going to ever be a definitive date. Gonna see, but I know this is definitely going to go up probably this weekend to give you guys the intro to it, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll do it on the weekend if it uploads or renders and uploads fast enough. Shoot, I could do it no problem on the weekend. But we've made mention, we've talked to the other people or thrown something out to the other people that were in BBZ Cast, and of course welcome them back. I did make mention to a few people from Comic Frontline as well. So we might have people on here other than us. But for the initial intro episode, we wanted it to just be the 3 of us because that's who you guys know. And as far as Comic Frontline, you can go on Comic Frontline's YouTube channel and check out all the awesome people there. I am almost 100% guaranteeing you that one or more of them will be joining us, and we will be joined by people via Skype. Hopefully it'll work, so we're keeping our fingers crossed there.
Yeah, let's hope so.
But for right now, it's just the 4 of us. I think I said 3 of us before because Cindy's behind me. I'm not sure. But anyway, what BBZ Cast is going to be is basically us sitting here for, I don't want to go anywhere past 2 hours. So hopefully we're talking, let me move the mic a little bit. We're talking for about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours maximum. And we'll be just here shooting the shit, as I say. We'll be talking about news, things that are going on, or things that have been bugging us or whatever, like we did in the 360 for Brooklyn Boys. And then we'll also be throwing in gaming stuff. I'm sure it has to happen that comics will somehow find their way into this. And
well,
toys.
Comics and games are almost the same thing.
Exactly.
Almost,
so
yeah.
the genre of geekdom definitely will make its way into this. And then, of course, we'll play everything by ear. I've always learned not to promise everything definitively, because as time moves forward, there's going to be other stuff added to this show. I'm almost positive there'll be new parts that we'll put in the show at some point. Maybe we'll make a Facebook page, do Facebook shout-outs. You never know. I mean, if this is the part of the show where I'm going to tell you guys, there's a comment box below this podcast. We're not going on iTunes yet. We'll see how popular this podcast becomes over time. But for right now, it's strictly for our YouTube channel.
And expect the unexpected. As
always. Also, this is a explicit content, so we will be cursing motherfuckers throughout this entire cast. This is not
you have been warned.
Yeah, you have been warned that this is definitely going to be something that it's going to be like the old Brooklyn Boys, where we just talk our mind,
Yep.
And we'll get into cursing in a minute, but beside the point, it's not going to be like the way we used to, how we keep ourselves clean on Comic Frontline. This is Brooklyn Boys.
So for those of you who haven't heard the word fuck before, well, you have now.
We're boys with a Z.
Yeah. I mean, there are still certain words we won't say, but that's because we hate those words.
Well, yeah. We get that.
Well, personally, I don't know what words you're talking about, but I won't
we won't discuss it.
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I won't even tell you. You'll figure it out. I'll give you a rhyming word for it. But anyway.
Okay. That's better.
Anyway, that's what the comment box is for. It's for you guys right now. Let us know what you guys would like to hear. And don't say games. I'm cutting you off right there. If you're typing games in that comment box, stop it right there. We just mentioned we are going to be talking about games, toys, and other things, probably almost every other podcast, if not every single podcast. I'm talking about what would you like? Would you like us to make a Facebook page? So this way you guys can give it a like, and then we'll give some Facebook shout outs every now and again. I know there's a lot of you guys that have been here with us since 2006. Some of you guys are new. Some of you guys have joined this channel in the past couple of years. Well, we haven't uploaded as much, and we'll get into that also later on. But new or old, let us know in the comments what you guys think or what you guys would like to see. We'll take it into consideration, and we will try our best to serve all of you a spectacular and wonderfully explicit podcast. Now, we're not going to over curse, and this is what's going to lead into the first thing, cursing. Now, over the years, in my profession, first of all, I work as a teacher's aide. Mike's going for teacher's aide. Kevin is a para, and Cindy's worked with special needs. So all of us are teachers, ironically.
I know. Yes, we are.
So there will be stories, I'm sure, that we'll tell. But of course, as always, teachers are always prompted to never give away the child or students or anybody's name. You call them X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
So you're going to get a lot of funny stories about X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So just letting you guys know that off the bat. But as far as where we work or anything like that, that's our private business and our private life. But cursing. When we started Comic Frontline, when we started Brooklyn Boys, we just spoke our mind and we were sailors. I mean, we were, I and Kevin were. Michael doesn't really curse. Which is noble.
Not on the internet.
No, you don't curse at all. You've never said if I've heard you say the F word once, it was a lot. You're like Brant. Brant's another one. Brant from Comic Frontline, he never curses. He doesn't even say kick ass.
Oh, okay. So there's another one.
I was saying it was commendable that you don't curse. But, there are occasions where I'm sure we're going to be sitting around and fuck is going to come out once or twice. Now, a lot of people say it's an enhancer or it's a dis-enhancer. It makes the sentence horrible because it's the F word and it doesn't need to be there. You could say that, for example, that stupid idiot instead of that motherfucker.
Yeah, well, let's face it. Every single person around the world
at some point in their life
is going to say that, yeah. So you can't stop that.
But, I mean, we're going to try to keep it cleaner than we normally
and make note, we'll try.
Keyword here is try. But when I get aggravated, I might drop a couple of extra F-bombs than when I'm calm. Like right now I'm calm, but when we get into future topics, I'm not promising.
We're just saying curse words just for examples.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
So, I don't know. Cursing for me, it's not needed, but at the same time, I still find myself from time to time
we all feel that way.
Yeah, it just happens. It happens.
So
yeah, that's cursing in me. I don't know. Especially now being a father, it's kind of a little different. Life's a little different. And, little man's around. Little man's behind the camera with me, or he's around us while we're doing stuff. I'm sure you're going to hear little man.
Yeah, from time to time, I guess.
Yeah, it's a norm. So, I don't know. What's gone on since our last 360? So much has gone on.
Oh, yes.
We haven't done it in months.
Very much has changed. I will say that much. For
when did we do our last 360?
No idea. Maybe 2012?
12?
No,
Maybe.
I think 2011. I think was
That's
our
a
last
possibility.
360, because then people started, leaving our lives in Brooklyn Boys, and then we.
Yeah, I think it was right after.
I think it was 2011. The best 360 has to be when you were yelling at Kevin when he went to Comic-Con about one time.
I'm never gonna live that down.
I'm sorry, that part where you just said if he got the badge, and when Kevin said that he didn't know what it was, and then the color and everything.
It was the stupidest thing ever.
It was the greatest thing ever.
Another thing I feel bad about is we always promised that we were going to be around, and we do try to give you guys at least one video a week. We're trying to keep that promise to you guys. I mean, but when Comic or Dark Event Drink, which now is Comic Frontline, when we started that, we went into this endeavor, and unfortunately, it did take away from Brooklyn Boys, but we are trying to find ways to bring Brooklyn Boys back to its glory. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with people nowadays, but it's not as funny. It's more of a raunchy funny or a stupid kind of funny, so it's harder to pick skits and to do it over and over and over again skit. It's not as fun.
Also, an access in the place that we normally would do that is kind
it's
of
not
occupied.
it's not as free as it used to be. I mean, as time moves forward, so does accessibility to certain things.
Right.
But I've been listening to a lot of radio shows. I mean, I work on Zone 4. Me and Brent do Hall of Toys. And I was listening, actually, this is what gave me the inspiration to actually start BBZ Cast again. I found out that I was listening to an episode of Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, and I also found out Chris Jericho has a podcast.
Wow.
So I was kind of inspired. I was listening to Stone Cold, and I'm like, I remember we used to do this on BBZ Cast. Now, granted, we didn't have the editing program that I have right now where we're recording this, where I could just put it all together.
Yeah, but then Stone Cold Steve Austin did something maybe this week or last week.
Every
he was
week.
recording about a house, whatever. He was showing off his stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think I saw something like that in
you're
the
talking
WWE.
about the WWE Network thing. Yeah, but that's...
Well, not that. I'm talking about I saw something on their YouTube
Well, beside
channel.
the point, what you're trying to say is he inspired you to bring back what
BBZ
used
Cast.
to be...
I mean, would I love to have the original cast back? I mean, we could definitely call that a BBZ Cast, a classic BBZ Cast. Unfortunately, we haven't been on the Xbox in the past 2 years like we used to be, where it was religious. Like, I played Halo every night when I came home at one time, and I had conversations with everybody that was on BBZ Cast. But unfortunately, more time went to the website, less time went to video games and everything. And I know 2 people went their way. Everybody else, thank God, everybody else though stuck together. I don't know, Smash, he's here and there and everywhere, so hopefully we can catch him. But his life is his life, and whatever.
Other people have lives where they either moved on or they're still with us, and maybe they're still with us around or watching or hearing.
I mean, I've been watching. A few of us are friends on Facebook. I mean, I've seen Emilio, aka Yoshi. He's grown so much. I mean, I remember when we were kids, and now he's got his own band and stuff. And
that's really amazing.
It's amazing to see how certain people have grown. I mean, we've started in 2006. We're now in 2014.
It's like we grew up with them as a second family. It's like really an amazing experience
to watch them grow up. Yeah, I mean, we were always older than them, but now it's like seeing them hit those ages where we were when we started Brooklyn Boys, and it's like, oh,
yeah, but
it's an amazing feeling.
Older.
Well, you're getting older. I feel like
I'll be honest.
I just don't feel like I'm as old as I am. I still feel like I'm the way I was back when we started Brooklyn Boys at times.
Well, as time went on, sometimes we came up with different things. But, I think as time goes forward, maybe we might even not realize that we're like we're funny as we were before still, but we're even better.
Yeah, we don't want to force the funny. I think that's what also stopped us from doing videos. We started to force the funny, and once you try hard. When you force the funny, it ruins the funny. And I felt like that in a few videos, so I didn't want to push it too far. So unfortunately, Cindy missed out on a lot of the funny that we did years before.
But there were other people who joined along with the ride with us, and we really appreciate that because that's where we are today.
You still laugh like that time we had Mike standing out in the snow for the frontline cast.
Oh, believe me, I went through a lot of extremes on Brooklyn Boys with getting either hit over the head and losing half my brain cells. I had to regenerate over the years and everything.
Brain cells don't regenerate, dude.
I know, but I say that my own theory. I say my own theory is what I say.
Okay.
In my imagination.
I don't get it.
So then you'd work great with the trained Power Rangers that are going on in Japan right now.
Oh boy.
Tokyo Red, Tokyo Blue.
It's so corny.
It's hilarious. I'm sorry. I love it. I'm watching 2 Power Ranger Japanese series right now. I'm watching Gokaiger, which is basically what Super Mega Force is, only 100,000 times better because it's the Pirate Rangers. And I'm also watching Zero Rangers, which we are actually going to have a few things coming from Japan involving Zero Rangers. And that was before the Tokyo Rangers and before the Go-Go Buster Rangers, or whatever they were called. Zero Rangers were in 2012. The year everything was supposed to end.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
It's still going up pretty new on... that's right, Tommy. So it's still pretty new, actually, on the internet. The episodes are still going up. There was already a movie with Zero Rangers. So we'll see. But we got a lot of stuff, and we're going to be reviewing it on Frontline. And I love reviewing. I don't know. When we started YouTube, it was all about the skits being funny and acting completely stupid. Now it's still that.
Along with new HDX funny stuff as well.
It's still that, but now it's more like I enjoy doing reviews. I enjoy buying stuff and, you know, taking it out of the box fresh and reviewing it, especially toys. I don't know why, but I think growing up, I've always had a huge love for toys, especially collectible toys, and video games still hold a special place in my heart. And comic books always have the heart, 100%, because I've grown up with comics since 1998. Before that even, but I started seriously collecting in 1998. So, yeah, there's that. But we've been away for a while, and we do apologize, but we've always told you guys, if you ever want to find us, we are always around on our individual channels and on Comic Frontline, which used to be Dark Avenger Inc. So we were always around. We never stopped doing videos. We just kind of took a break from the skits on Brooklyn Boys in hopes that something funny, you know, would happen.
Along with having busy lives outside the camera.
Oh my goodness,
it's been pretty crazy and everything else. But still in all, we do try to provide the entertainment for all of you out there because we don't ever forget you guys, and that is
that's why we did the carts. That's why we did the kart races again, and now Nintendo's taking that away from us.
Let's not
Mario Kart 8 is coming out, so I guess
Mario Kart 8. But that's stupid.
It is stupid.
I mean, what the fuck with Nintendo? Why do we have to lose internet on the Wii and the DS/DSi? So that these assholes at Nintendo, they're forcing you basically to get a Wii U or a 3DS.
Because the sales are not good.
Now, I know a lot of people did get the 3DS. I will say that. A lot of people got the 3/2DS. So that's not
really
a problem.
Good handheld system. It really
exactly. And it was good. So
great.
People got it and they didn't care about losing the DS.
Yeah, and even the 3DS XL, just to make their screens much bigger. You can't even fit it in your pocket.
No,
we're not
going to talk about the XL. But I can understand that. If they say they're taking away the internet from the DS for the 3DS, fine. Because you could play DS games on the 3DS. But I believe it's the games themselves that are losing the internet.
Much?
It's a compatible thing. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, the Wii is what pisses me off because I know a lot of people don't want the Wii U. There's no games for it yet. I mean, they're coming out with games. It's taking time.
Yeah. Well,
why the hell you gotta shut down They're shutting down the internet on the Wii on purpose to force people to get the newer games that are coming out for the Wii U.
Yeah. Well.
And even this new project thing that I heard rumors of, the Wii Pipe project, where basically, from what I heard, you gotta like hack into your Wii to get a Wi-Fi connection.
That's not necessary.
Even if it's not the case of that, we're still not going to do that because it's too risky, and then that means you might lose your Wii because of the IP they could find you and shut you down.
Yeah, and then you don't have internet at all.
Or arrested, yeah. So
I don't think that. They just shut you down. It's like Xbox. They find out you have
a... They can...
Dude. You have a hacked Xbox, they find it, they shut your Xbox down, you have to buy a brand new Xbox, and actually sometimes they'll get your IP address and then you can't go on their internet at all.
I think it's called.
Whatever, the IP address, and then you're done.
Well,
you're never going to have a game again.
Despite all the bad sales that they're doing on Wii U, I'm still going to get mine just because of the games that are coming out. Like, it's not a lot.
We got ours before... What? Go ahead.
Well, I was still going to buy Wii U just to buy the games. I mean, I don't care if the budget is low and all that. I definitely agree that Nintendo's doing really bad. They're screwed up right now, but they just have to do something to fix all this. Like, make the games, like you just said, like make more games. Cause
exactly.
I also have a feeling that there are a lot of Wii U games I'm getting, but it's just not enough.
We got the Wii U on a binge. We got the Wii U and the PlayStation 3 at almost the exact same time. We wanted the PS3 because of what was going on with Xbox One, what we heard, what was announced for Xbox One. So we wanted to get used to the PlayStation again. And then the Wii U, I was interested in it, and it was at its lowest price marker at that moment. And it actually did go back up. So I decided to grab it.
$300?
Yeah, I got it lower than that when it was on sale. We did get the deluxe. We
got
the deluxe. We didn't get the basic. We got the deluxe with the
2 games.
The Zombie U. We got the deluxe controller,
and we got the Pro controller.
That's it. The Pro controller. The Pro
That's
controller.
what I need. Wii U Pro Controller.
Well, it actually comes with it if you got the deluxe. I think it's only for a deluxe because the basic one, guys, for the Wii U, from what I heard, those go out like really quickly, which is why the money is less than a deluxe.
Yeah, I don't understand how Nintendo's doing horrible. But then I was like, why is Nintendo doing bad? And then I look at the amount of Wii U games we have and the amount of Wii games we had. Now that we don't get anymore, and we still had more Wii games, and you know what? It's the same type of graphics. Nothing really. I mean, they did update it. Again, on the PlayStation 3, Xbox One.
I think they're more HD, really.
They are more HD. They are, but like for example, on the PS3, you can play Blu-ray movies. On the Xbox One, you could play Blu-ray. On the Xbox 360, you could play DVDs, provided you have the remote. See, that's what I don't like about the Xbox. That makes PlayStation better. You don't need a remote for PlayStation in order to play your DVDs and Blu-rays. You could just play them with your controller. You use your controller as the remote, which I think is perfect for the PlayStation. But does the Wii do that? No. Wii U does not support anything except the internet.
Maybe if it does do that, maybe it will get more support for it.
I think that it needs games. That's what the most important thing is. Having the games and just providing a good product, which they haven't done in a while. I mean, they have a Wii handheld now. Did you hear about that?
A Wii handheld?
It looks like the 3DS XL.
2DS?
Something like that. But no, it's called the Wii. It's the Wii system on a handheld.
Is it like they use a touch screen more?
I think so.
It's like the gamepad. Or something.
I think so. I don't even know.
Also,
I know somebody took a picture of it.
Wasn't there something they had with the Nintendo 3DS where they add an extra analog stick or something? Like instead of there being one joystick,
there's two. Yeah. We have the 3DS, dude.
No. I know they mentioned like another.
Oh yeah.
There's
a connector. Yeah. You
that's
connect
what I was.
them.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. I didn't get that.
No, I didn't get that either.
And you know what? I'm glad we didn't because that became obsolete.
It was only for one game, I think.
Yeah, and nobody's touched or mentioned or made mention of that
because
edition
it's too
since.
difficult. And you know what the thing is that we also talked about? Remember how in the old days where you
we're not that old.
In the classic days,
we're not that classic.
You could buy.
Then what are we?
Like
in the middle.
I'll give you an example. When we bought the Nintendo 64, right, as a gaming console, all we had to do was just plug it in and start playing.
And no
plain
internet.
And simple. Yeah, plain and simple.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Yeah.
But then
we got the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
We get all the things that are on the internet, and I want to play the games. You have to update. You have to do this. You have to do that.
When we attached the Wii U and especially the PlayStation 3, I remember Cindy was telling me because her brother had the PlayStation 3. She was saying, when you plug that in, you're not going to play right away. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, because I remember the PlayStation 2. The second that system attached to the internet, we had over 100 and something megabytes of updates, and it took over 2 hours to update the PlayStation 3 before we could even get on the main menu.
Yeah, and it was just ridiculous. You used to just plug it in and just play the games.
And that's why the old systems are better than the new.
Now, I'm not trying to bash the internet. I mean, we are in the age of technology.
Understood, but now
it's difficult.
But with the PlayStation 4, I could see myself getting that because it's an updated PlayStation. Granted, you can play the old system games on it, which does piss me off because I wish it was backwards compatible. But it's better than the Xbox One, where first of all you have to download the games. You can't share games anymore or rent games or anything like that because you have to download the games.
And you also have the DMR to deal with.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you also have the Kinect, which is basically Big Brother with its one eye spying on you.
Thing, you know.
Watches you get dressed.
I mean, that's why
sleep,
people in E3, Sony beat Microsoft for
badly.
That reason.
Badly.
You know?
Microsoft was super fucked.
And even Nintendo now is doing the whole thing where
when we
turn the Wii U, when we turn the Wii U on, we had to have about a half hour's worth of updates.
Even Nintendo did better than Microsoft.
And when you play a new video game, it's always an update, and it takes like over half an hour to an hour. It's
on
like,
PlayStation
I want
3,
to play the game. No, the Wii U I'm talking about. But
I would love to get a PlayStation 4, though. I'm being honest. I got a PS3 to prepare me, but now all of a sudden, all the systems are like SOL.
Yeah. They just keep coming out. Like, you buy this, and we're making an upgrade. And then we're making another upgrade and another upgrade. It's like so many different upgrades. It's like,
and a lot of the games are the same thing. First person shooter. Now I have nothing against I have nothing against first person shooters. I mean, I love them to death. But I mean, I would like a little bit of variety. A tiny bit of variety with
can't they just like care about the other genres besides
I mean, what
shooters?
games do you play, Cindy?
Computer games.
Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Me and Cindy are working on this server. We're going to be doing a charity event soon on Comic Frontline. And Cindy opened up this huge server. And hopefully everybody on Comic Frontline will buy and download Minecraft. This dog is really annoying. She comes in and she goes out. Hopefully everybody will be buying Minecraft on the computer. It's $26 and you don't need a video card. You just need flash drive, which every computer has to have anyway, especially if you have YouTube. And we've been building non-stop. Actually, Cindy made a greenhouse, made an office already. We're making a building, an office building.
Comic Frontline building that we can't have in real life.
For right now, you never know. But we're working on a lot of stuff and Minecraft is fun. It's like Legos meets computer, and yeah, everything's square, but it's so much fun to just go around and build things. I enjoy it. It's
minus
relaxing.
the creepers that come around and explode.
Well, you can turn that off.
I know, but I'm just saying,
like
minus
the zombies,
that.
Is that right?
Yeah,
they come at you and then they
I saw that
explode
scene
everything.
one time.
That's why I like peaceful. When it's on peaceful, you have no creepers, no zombies, no spiders,
and
no
explosions,
and no skeletons,
and no witches,
and vampires.
Everything's
quiet. And everything's quiet.
There's no
vampires yet. There will be vampires. No, there will be vampires at some point.
Yeah,
they keep updating.
It out.
They did a huge update recently. They added a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Stained glass.
Cindy had to make me go look
glass.
for an inventory thing. She'd make me go crazy. I'm like saying, let's go on YouTube. And we find a link. After she's driving me crazy going on Google looking for pictures. And all this time I had to just go on YouTube.
Oh well.
Yeah, you remember that day, don't you?
Nope.
Drive me crazy for almost an hour looking for that one picture.
It wasn't an hour. It was like half an hour.
Beside the point.
The Stanley Parable is another fun computer game that you don't need a video card for. It's mostly Flash. You can get it on Steam.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Everybody bought that game. Everybody played the shit out of that game. And then now everybody forgot about that game because everybody got every single possible ending there is. So now the game is basically obsolete, or it needs a serious upgrade with new stuff. But beside the point, that's another good game that's computers. We played the demo, so that was a fun demo.
Yeah, but then I couldn't get another ending.
The demo only has one ending.
Was it a happy ending or an unhappy ending?
It's we want you to buy our game ending.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a fairy tale like thing.
No, it wasn't like a fun ending.
So, I don't know. Gaming has definitely changed a lot. I don't know. With comic books, there are times where I just feel like I want to sit down and just not whine and or complain, more just vent. I want to vent that I'm getting annoyed with. I mean, a lot of the creators I feel like nowadays are just, thank you, Tommy, I know I'm telling the truth, they're just self-important, egotistical writers. Exactly, I said bless, bless them. But I just feel like, they want to do their stories. They don't care about the legacies of the characters like what DC Comics is doing. They just want to make money. They want to reboot the universe and bring in a bunch of new readers who, honestly, the newer generations, the attention span is a lot shorter than the older generations who've been there for a while. You're trying to get new people interested. You're going to lose, out of all those new readers, you're going to lose at least 50% anyway because people are just not going to stay attached.
And some people like saying, like, you got to try to look on, the positive side of this.
There is no positive side when you screw up Legend.
No. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying what positive side is there where they're changing the superheroes into a different way, like making Superman into this...
an ass.
Yeah, and this heartless guy, and Superboy. I don't even want to get into that.
Robotic Superboy.
And then the whole generation is changing. And then with Marvel, that we had the Marvel now. Marvel
is the worst when it comes to this right now. They see that Marvel now didn't do as well as they wanted, so they changed it to the all-new Marvel now, where they're bringing out a whole new wave of number ones. And then you know what's going to happen if that fails? We're going to get another title. The brand new Marvel. Or Marvel now. Then.
Or Marvel then.
And now.
Oh, God.
There and Back Again by Bilbo Baggins. Not
It's
to be
just-
confused with Dildo Baggins,
Triple
who
B.
went out on a sex drive.
But then sometimes you question...
I love how Mike just went right over that one.
Because I know what you said. But sometimes you got to sit down and say, why are you doing this? For what reason? You're renumbering your issues. You're always like so many issues shy to getting to 100 or hell, even 1,000. If there ever was a comic that reached 1,000, I would really love to see.
Yeah, but then you know, I'm telling you, Amazing Spider-Man will
Yeah.
make it, and so will Action Comics at some
It
point.
made it to 700.
So
right?
it'll
Yeah,
happen.
700.
Yeah.
Amazing
It's a long
700,
time.
Action Comics 900. When they make another 100, that's the 1,000th. I don't want to hear anything else. Right,
Yeah.
Tommy, I agree. So, but then you're like, okay, fine. Video games are different now, and you need to buy internet access. Even Nintendo's going to go there at some point, but I know PlayStation's going to start charging people for their internet soon. But then you will go to comics, you have this problem where there's too much to buy, or it's written so differently from the way it was written like 10 years ago that you're too intimidated to jump back into it. Thank God we were reading for the past like 15, 20 years, or else we'd be completely lost. That's right, Tommy. Okay, so you can't do comics, you can't do video games. Let's go into toys. Only one problem with toys. You get the eBay sellers who make it to Toys R Us before you even wake up in the morning. They are in line at Toys R Us. When the doors open, they run in, and they don't buy one figure, they don't buy two figures, they don't buy three figures. They buy the box.
Mm-hmm.
They buy the fucking box. So by the time we, who are an hour after the store opened, when we go in there, there's nothing left.
Yep. So
Because they just buy out the whole shelf.
And that's why they sell them on eBay and Amazon for $30 and $40. Because the stupid motherfuckers come in and buy the whole freaking stock.
Yeah, and that's another thing that bothers me. If you're going to buy stuff, why are you going to put it on eBay? You're buying it for your own collector's sake.
No, see, that's what I think. I like when
It's
stores,
stupid.
I like when internet stores say limit 1 or 2. Some of them have 2, and I can understand that. 2 per customer, the end. When it comes to Marvel Legends or DC comic characters or anything that's comic related, even Toys R Us should limit the sale to 2, and you'll see kids actually walking out of Toys R Us with toys again. They say kids aren't interested in toys, are interested in video games.
Well,
That's
I
because the
wonder
adults
why.
are buying all the fucking
it
toys.
is a fact, actually.
It is a real fact.
It
And
really
it's a
is.
horrible fact.
I mean, look, I'm an adult. I buy toys too. But at the same time, I buy one.
Yeah.
One. I've only ever bought one of any toy I have or collector's item that I have. There's only one. The Pop Vinyl Turtle figures, one set. The Legendary Morphers,
One
set of each.
Well,
the
I
green
bought
and the
one
red. Well,
for
but you're
me,
a
but
different
I'm a
person. You don't
different person.
count
I don't-
as
yeah,
far as
I
me.
get- yeah.
Even the Japanese toys that we
One.
get, one.
It's always one.
Well, they're
yeah.
mad expensive. I mean, anything.
Yeah.
That's another thing. The Japanese toys are so much better than American toys, but they're so much more
in
expensive.
different sizes, you know.
And
Like
what's sad, it's fact, too.
everything we're saying, Kevin, is
Yeah.
a fact.
I know.
The only thing that then is left is TV and movies, and guess what? They're not doing so hot either. The Marvel movies are doing spectacular, but TV, what's there to watch on TV? Arrow, Walking Dead,
Dead.
and Flash is coming out next year.
There's
Law and Order. If you like documentaries on ghosts and stuff, there's like Ghost
Ghost
Adventures,
Hunters.
Ghost Hunters,
House.
Animal Planet. House is a very good
Paranormal, and then
series.
Paranormal Stories, I think. Dead Files.
Those are
Even
ghost related.
Well, X
I was about
Files
to
isn't
say
on there.
X-Files.
They're not on anymore. They're actually a
Cartoons.
comic book.
Cartoons aren't even cartoons
Oh no!
anymore. What are you
Yeah.
talking
They're
about?
all- Cartoons
I haven't
are
seen
now
the
3D.
cartoons
3D
3D
are
Pixar.
Looney,
line.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes are gone.
It's a shame.
Looney Tunes are gone. Tiny Toons are gone. Tom and Jerry are gone. All
You
the
can
really
still see
good.
those shows on, like,
Boomerang.
Nicktoons. Yeah,
Or,
Boomerang,
or,
Nicktoons.
or on Hulu.
But you know what you
I
get
think
now?
so.
You get Adventure Time, which it's okay, not bad. Then you got this new duck show. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's on.
What's the
Freaking
duck
You
show?
mean the Nickelodeon, the hamburger, the
ones with
breadwinners?
That's what it's fucking called, Breadwinners.
I thi-
Seriously,
I
think
never
so.
heard of that in my life.
I turned on
Every
the TV.
sentence I was watching, it was
so
horrible.
bored one day. I
Boring.
actually popped the TV on for a second because I forgot what I was doing, but I couldn't do anything except watch TV at that moment. So I turned it on, and there it is. And I'm watching this stupid freaking program. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? I watched
They
10
keep
minutes
singing.
of it, and I shut
It's like
it
a
off.
musical thing.
I mean, Ren and Stimpy for its time was out there. South Park for its
It-
time
that
when it
thing
first
is
started
really
was
defined
out
disturbing.
there. I mean these cartoons are like here for 1 year and gone the next. They're so horrible.
Wait, except for SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's actually still alive.
It was.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
I know, right, Tommy? Yeah. So I don't know how SpongeBob survived. Well, maybe because
it's so ridiculously, outrageously popular.
I miss Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers, yeah.
I loved Angry Beavers and Rugrats.
Rugrats grew up. That's what destroyed Rugrats.
The 90s is
one
of those...
The first time we saw it was pretty good because we actually got like...
It was new.
But as a show, like, I can't.
To make it all plain and simple...
It should have just been one special, that's it.
Yeah.
To make it plain and simple, I would love to revisit the 90s anytime and any day. The 90s. Because that was one of those days where... TV
the 90s
was
and
out
80s.
there.
The 90s and 80s were the treasure trove of cartoons.
Yep.
They even have the 90s.
Guys, thanks.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
The 90s, all that.
The year I was born.
Like, you know how they have that thing? The 90s, all that, where they have all the cartoons and everything.
You were in the 1990s.
I was born in
What, Mike?
1992.
I love how...
I'm sorry.
You were born in the 90s, so there you go. You had a good time.
I was too young to see the cartoons.
We're having an argument on one side of the room, and now we're trying. Yes, Mike.
Like the 90s, all that. You know, there's so many cartoons I watch on there that always have the good times and everything.
With Nickelodeon now, a lot of the cartoons are gone. It's mostly little teen sitcom shows now. Cartoon Network actually started doing real life stuff, and I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah,
and the the thing that really hurt me the most, and I found this out like about a month or two ago, is that the Nickelodeon studios in Florida was gone like a couple years ago, and I was unaware that the fountain.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was gone by a hurricane or if it was.
Oh man, so magical.
And now this
everybody's going to freaking California now.
Like, why would you get rid of that?
I don't know, but I know that DC and Marvel are moving their studios from New York City. They're keeping a small brand here, a small little branch here, but most of the offices are moving down to California. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like New York anymore. Maybe New York used to be the #1 media in state in the United States. Now it's more like everybody runs to California. Why? I don't know.
Hollywood.
Maybe
Hollywood, yeah, because of all
could
the
be,
things.
but New York is
singers,
definitely our New York that we're living in now is not the New York that was 15 years ago. I know it's a crying shame, ain't it, Tommy? I know, Tommy. It's all right. I don't know. I mean, we're Brooklyn boys. We'll always be Brooklyn boys, but
yeah, even if we're not in New York anymore,
exactly
we're
what
still
I want to say.
Brooklyn
Even
boys.
if we ever move out, we will be Brooklyn boys forever.
Yeah, because we're boys with a Z for a special reason. But not only that, like I was trying to say before, after I was trying to think of the words, like whether we are together or individual on our channels, we still want to provide the best entertainment we can. I mean, yes, maybe sometimes we posted our videos, whether it be once a week or whether it be so many other times and this and that.
Yeah, long as we have something.
Right. And even if our lives get busy, we never ever forget you guys.
Absolutely.
Whether on Brooklyn Boys or whether it be my child, Durock 18.
Unfortunately, internet right now for the gaming systems is a bit expensive, and time for playing video games right now is a little bit more limited. And I am on the PlayStation 3 more, but we try to get to you guys on the games, so don't think we completely abandoned you. It's just hard. It's really hard to do everything.
And with
play.
YouTube changing their whole layouts and everything, you can't even see videos.
We don't want to talk about
you
YouTube.
gotta resubscribe to people now since they changed this whole thing to find out who made what videos, because they come to me saying, "Hey, did you know that I upload this video?" I'm like, "No." I look at the channel,
You're not
and I used to
anymore.
subscribe to that person, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I did not know that you made new videos. And even there are some people that I've seen long ago that actually came back. And remember, even though you've been gone, I still remember all of you. I have really a mind of an elephant.
Started, we had Terrence.
Terrence 1-on-1.
We had Terrence. We had Mike T,
yes,
who was there from practically the beginning.
And we had True Shadow 18.
We had, True Shadow 18. What the hell happened to you, man? You better still be out there somewhere. If you're listening, fucking comment, man. It's been a while.
And there was Link versus Sheik.
We got Shadow Ash later on. And
and then there was
Panakuke.
There was her.
Yeah, I still miss her.
Yeah.
Ellie came later on.
Yeah, Pokemon Naruto Fan 10. And then there was...
there were a lot of people. I mean, we have names. I still have the list somewhere of the outside members list for Brooklyn Boys.
I got the names from my Durag 18 page. I got a whole list, and I could go on and on and on. I mean, you know.
Yeah, list is too big to mention everybody.
But I remember you guys, and all of us here on Brooklyn Boys, we will definitely remember you, no matter what.
Especially if you hack on Mario Kart.
Well, that's a little bit going too...
That's a little bit annoying. It's pretty obvious on the videos, too, where I get messages about it. Beside the point, I'm not going to bring that into this video.
Right. This is about a happy thing, where we're resurrecting BBZ Cast, and we're going to make this a lot better.
And who knows, if you guys really like it, I mean, we can put this on iTunes at some point, I'm sure, if I learn how to do it. And if it gets to the point where people are really, really enjoying the show. I mean, we want you guys to enjoy it before we go any further.
Because what
100,000 views keep dreaming.
Maybe a million. Maybe.
Hey, okay, Kev. So you know what? You take the show, you take this episode when it's on YouTube, and you fucking send it to everybody on your subscribers list, and tell them to send it to everybody on their subscriber list. And then maybe if we're lucky by the middle of 2014,
here's the thing. I kind of don't know how to send videos to everybody.
Share it. You click
share it, and then you just... Well, sometimes you have to send it individually, because you could send it in one big thing.
Well, share it with one person, and then tell them to share it down the line. The end.
Right.
You're safe.
So one person.
But yeah, we're not dead. We're still here for you guys, and we're always going to be here.
And we got a new generation coming in, my son.
And we got a new generation. Who knows? Maybe... other generations.
Mike will have a girl, and then it'll change it'll screw up the whole works.
Yeah, let's just see for the future if
Kevin will have a puppy.
Happen. Well,
he already
has one.
Look at that!
He has the most obnoxious thing in the world.
Well, he barks at nothing.
He barks
at nothing and everything.
Maybe he sees a ghost.
Stupid.
He's not stupid. Dogs aren't stupid.
I didn't say that.
No, my dog is stupid. No, I'm not saying dogs
I will
are stupid.
smack you if you say that again.
But my dog is stupid.
Whatever. see, this is what I love. I love the classic
I'm not saying that I hate my dog. I love my dog, but he's stupid.
And you know what the thing is? Even though we argue with each other, and sometimes it sounds like we hate each other, by the end of the day, we're all still cool. We're all still family, and friends who are like family to us. Well, we've been friends. Me and Kevin, just to say this, we have been friends for 10 years.
Yeah.
This is 10 years.
It started at high school.
I mean, dude, if you sit back and you look at the evolution of Brooklyn Boys, it started just me and Mike, then Kev joined right away almost. So it's me, Mike.
Well, wasn't it Joe first?
Nope.
That was Kevin.
Yeah, Joe and Kevin. No, Joe and Kevin were at the same time.
Right. And then it was a whole
then it became 4 of us.
Thing, and
then we had.
But there was more people.
Then there was Rich.
The first girl, Richie was in and out. Forget that.
He was.
He was here one
but
day.
He was still part of it, nonetheless.
First female. Then we had Ellie who joined, and then other people who joined in and out. Joe was back and forth a few times. Joe is now on the 4th part of back and forth. Again,
I mean,
we lost people to several different things.
Exactly.
We lost people to college. We lost people due to breakup. We lost people due to moving. We lost people due to clans, which we won't get into.
But we understand that. I mean, if it's for a stupid reason, then it's like a little... But people come and go.
Yeah, no, I understand every single person's entrance and exit.
Me too. I do too.
Yeah, and
there was no stupid exit, as far as I'm concerned.
At the end of the day,
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say
the 4 of us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 4 of us. Cindy doesn't really do as much in front of the camera. She likes doing a lot of work behind the camera, so it really is in
work
It's still bringing something to the table.
Oh yeah. But as far as the front of the camera,
4.
Yeah, I mean, will Brooklyn Boys evolve further? You never know.
We need new people.
We did extend our hand to Smash and Cat and Mike T. If he ever came into New York,
yeah, they were supposed to come.
Mike T hasn't visited yet, which you better, dude. You better come visit us.
Mike T.
And Sora too.
Sora lives in he's in New York.
He lives somewhere nearby here.
I was just gonna say that.
But we'll see. And these are Sora and Smash actually were in the original BBZ cast, so was Mike. So hopefully we get those 3 on here and we can fucking
and Chaos as well. Chaos was
hell yeah.
Chaos. Right.
Chaos was around at the beginning of Brooklyn Boys.
Almost forgot Chaos.
I never forget Chaos.
So
Me and Chaos talk all the time.
All of us here, we remember you. Just remember that.
Oh yeah.
We'll never forget
you. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can get those guys back on the cast. Maybe not as a weekly, because this is going to be a weekly cast. Hopefully, maybe not on a weekly basis, but maybe on a bi-weekly or a tri-weekly basis.
Like
I don't know.
Depending on the situation and what goes on.
I would really like to have everybody come back. You know, I would love to have a more and more people, but once again, that's all in the works. I mean, we're not going to take every Tom, Dick, and Harry that say, hey, I would love to be on BBZ Cast. That's great. I mean, maybe we'll have guests come on at one point or another, but for right now, we're leaving it limited to the people who were on BBZ Cast or who are part of Comic Frontline. Will it change? Probably.
And who knows? Maybe in time as we do episodes, maybe some people will
and
come
like
back.
I said, if you want us to make a Facebook page, first of all, Kevin's going to have to make a Facebook page then.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to have to make something small then. This way you at least will be able to write to people on the Facebook fan page if we make one.
It's not as bad as you think.
Huh?
And then get stalked like crazy.
You're not going to get...
I've been on Facebook
What is your problem? I've never been stalked on Facebook.
It doesn't happen now, but what happens later on?
Kevin, I can promise you nobody's going to want to stalk you.
I've been on for 4 years.
Trust me, I've watched the news.
Oh my. Yes, Kevin. There are a million women out there right now watching this or listening to this podcast going...
And not only that, they post pictures that are even unheard of.
On Facebook, not in the podcast.
Don't post a picture. Get a picture of Shadow Wolf or a Wolf, whatever, McCloud or
Shadow Wolf,
whatever the hell it is, and put it as your main picture so they can't even have a picture of you.
The one that Danielle made for you on your Shadow Wolf.
Oh, the banner.
Use
that's
that.
Best fan, by the way.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, that's another one we have to mention.
But again, just do that. You don't have to put a real picture of you. Make it a Shadow Wolf YouTube Facebook page that's connected to the Brooklyn Boys Facebook page.
There are people.
If we make it. And by the way, some idiot made a Brooklyn Boys Twitter account. We do not have a Twitter. Brooklyn Boys does not need a Twitter. I have my own personal Twitter. And if I have anything to say or we have anything to say Brooklyn Boys related, you can find that on my Twitter, which is twitter.com/DarkAvengerC86, which on Twitter I am Chris1450, I believe.
Yeah, Chris1450.
I believe so. I don't want to touch the computer right now because I don't want to freeze this program out. But I know that if you want anything, go on my Twitter, subscribe to my Twitter, or follow my Twitter, I should say, and you'll get all your Brooklyn Boys news there. We don't need our own Twitter.
I know eventually I'm going to get a Twitter, but I really don't want to because...
I'll be honest, I just link everything that I'm on to Twitter, so when I post something, it goes on Twitter. Is it important? For us, it is because we contact a lot of writers and artists, but for people who are just casually, hey, I had eggs and cheese for breakfast, that's fucking stupid.
I woke up, had a cup of coffee, remember
Took a
that
shit.
one?
Yeah.
But, I mean, even since YouTube got rid of that feed, all I have is now Facebook where I could share
That's why they got rid of the feed.
Personal.
They got rid of
I have
the
a question
feed
for
because
that,
of
though.
Twitter.
What?
Yeah, I was thinking, was that really smart of YouTube to get rid of feed?
Well, they're getting rid of
I don't
everything.
think
Why
so.
not?
Remember, Google owns YouTube, Blogger, Twitter, I believe they own Twitter, and Facebook. So they want to combine all three as closely as possible with each other.
But why?
That's,
Because it's fucking Google.
Oh,
it's not like Google is greedy or anything, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Not at all.
The best number one searching site. Hey, you ever heard of Bing.com?
Yeah, and we have the best president in the world right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
But what about Bing? Bing's a good website.
Bing has boinged. There's no more people that talk about Bing. Not boinked. They're boinged.
Yeah.
They'll come back.
I said boing.
Oh, they'll come back. Mark my words. I'm pretty sure.
Shit, we went so off topic now.
Yeah, but
freaking remember.
Beside the point, we were just talking about even lately we had a new Brooklyn Boys logo
done by Brent. Thank you so much, Brent. Oh my god,
it looks
so
really
neat.
I gotta look for a new cover thing because I have the Brooklyn Bridge, maybe a New York City skyline, probably.
Oh yeah, we that words can't describe how thankful we are because we haven't had our Brooklyn Boys name up for a while, and we were starting to get a little depressed seeing Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Not me. I kind of.
Oh no, not you,
Kevin,
because Deadpool's your number one favorite character.
But we're not a comic book
one.
channel. We were Brooklyn Boys. We need the Brooklyn Boys logo.
I know, but even still.
But yeah.
It's a shame.
It's an awesome.
Mine is always a yearly thing. Every time I hit 1 year, it's always default picture of that. all
Yeah,
the
I
time.
don't do that. I like my logo. Brent made my logo too, and the Common Frontline logo.
But we all have different tastes in what we do, and that's fine. You know, we just got.
We all do different things in our lives. I mean, we all have almost nearly the same profession, but we also have our own dynamics to ourselves. I love comics, toys, and everything like that. Michael's got music and video games.
Game knowledge.
Kevin's
not
definitely
gaming.
the games. Kevin is definitely games.
I mean, you're he's the master of games right
No,
here.
I don't.
Dude,
I don't know
you
every
know
single
every
game.
single button to everything. I can't
Only
even keep
games
up
that
with
I
you.
like playing. Not I don't do the
But
buttons
Kevin,
that I don't
you
like.
massacre me in almost every
Buttons.
video game. I can't keep up with this kid. I mean, he knows all the
Like
buttons
what,
left and
for
right.
example?
Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and all the other games you beat me in. You know
Alright,
all
well, that
the
was
buttons.
one
Speaking
example.
of games, we're gonna be gearing up very soon next month with Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final
Oh.
Super Smash Brothers
I thought we
Brawl
were talking
Ultimate
about Wii
Brawl.
and 3DS.
Well,
no,
that's coming.
Super Smash Brothers.
I don't
in
know
December.
when that's coming
December.
out.
It's gonna be Christmas.
They
I
said
know
in the
it.
summer and the end of the year.
Well, they said no. They didn't say in particular. It just said 2014. That's it.
You know what I find funny about 2016? We didn't even get to watch Captain America 2 yet, The Winter Soldier, and Marvel announced this past Friday that Captain America 3 is going to start in production almost
Oh, yeah, you
immediately,
mentioned that earlier.
and it's going to go up against Superman Batman in May of 2016.
Hey, your
it's going to be a
birth
month
month.
earlier, right?
Hey, it's his birthday.
No,
month.
it's going to
A
be
week
the
early,
same
too.
month.
Yeah, the same month, but
DC moved their
oh,
movie
it's
a week
DC that
earlier.
moved their week. Okay, I thought it was
They
Marvel
flinched.
that
They
did that.
flinched. DC's the one that flinched first, and I think that's hilarious. But we'll
I don't
see.
know.
Marvel hasn't had a good record with their third movies.
Yeah.
This year, what I'm really looking forward to in May is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where Andrew Garfield finally plays a good Peter Parker. And I don't care what you say he played good in the first one. This one, I could see Peter Parker in him. The first
They
one, I
improved
didn't.
their
I
costume
couldn't.
really
I
well.
tried. I just could not see him as
The
Peter
costume.
neither.
Parker.
Well, to be honest,
And the
the
costume
first
change,
costume.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
still
first,
don't.
the first costume was supposed to be him getting used to being Spider-Man. Now he is Spider-Man, so now he got
I
the
think
classic
that's
look.
sad, kinda.
What do you mean?
It's sad to see Andrew Garfield as the Spider-Man.
Well, I don't know. I could see him more
Look,
in this movie.
Toby had his chance. He walked off set. So did Sam
And
Raimi.
I don't know why he played a
Toby
really good part,
Maguire
in my
was
opinion.
an excellent
Because
one.
the third, because
Really good
listen,
Peter Parker.
listen, the third movie was horrible.
It was.
And the
It was
fourth
super
movie
bad.
was setting up to be worse. So I think it was better they walked off than they delivered a fourth movie that sucked.
But I want to see Carnage. And Jim Carrey must play Carnage. If you're listening, movie productions, he'd
No.
be a good Carnage.
I don't think we're gonna see Carnage.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
But if so, Jim Carrey's got the perfect role.
they have
for
to
that.
reintroduce Venom first now too.
Yeah, they
Didn't
do.
you hear something about Venom? Speaking of that, like I think
They
there was
mentioned
gonna be
that there was a
Venom
Try
movie.
not
cameo.
to put a 70s show guy in there, please.
No, I'm talking about the Venom movie
I know.
where they showed the.
But they never
actual
did that,
Venom.
though.
We're not talking about Spider-Man 3
Just
ever
saying.
again.
No.
I'm saying. I heard
But
It never happened. It was uncanon.
it. Right.
oh man.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
we got. I thought that was hilarious about the 2016, but I don't know. That's about all the news. I
All
have
the
right
movies
now.
are rebooting, and they think that they're gonna do better. You can't remake a movie that was already made, and some of them can be good. Some of them
They're
cannot be
rebooting Men in
good.
Black and Zorro. You know.
Yeah.
I know. Antonio Banderas was the best Zorro, in my opinion. I mean, because he just had that persona to be Zorro.
After Dad or after we had our uncle that watched it about 1 million times.
Oh.
Uh,
I was gonna say after that.
After
that.
that.
After that, yo. That, yo.
Well, we're Brooklyn,
You
so-
watch all of that after that.
As far as Men in Black, that's the one I'm mostly against. I don't think that Men in Black need a reboot.
We already had a Men in Black 3 that came out.
I mean,
a
Tommy
couple
Jones
years ago.
and Will Smith were both.
Like 12.
I mean, just end it.
You know.
Let it go for about 5 or 6 years and then reboot it. I hear there's an Independence Day 2 in the works with Will Smith.
Really?
I heard.
Oh. That's been pretty much a long while since they had an Independence Day. There was even a computer that we played with back where Windows 95 or was it 98? Can't even remember.
98 maybe?
It was one of the floppy disks before.
Yeah, we had the
CDs
floppy
were
disk.
invented.
Yeah. You know, looking back, especially on our history and the history in general, and this is actually springing up from a conversation or stuff that's been going on in the past couple of days with me. I met up with somebody who I haven't seen in a long time, and we sat down. We would talk. We didn't sit down. We were standing up talking for a bit, and I had mentioned that I have a son now, and I'm taking a break from college because I'm very busy. I'm working my job, and I also have to take care of Tommy and everything. And the comment was, and this isn't exactly a friend. It's more of what's the word I'm looking for? What do you call those type of people that acquaintance?
Yeah.
And they're like, you've made it came. We talked for a bit, and then the parting sentence was, you're making a lot of bad decisions, insinuating about my son and insinuating about me not being in school.
Gotcha.
Making a lot of wrong decisions or wrong choices. You're making a lot of wrong choices. And to that, and once again, I apologize for the raunchiness of my reply to this. Now, at the moment, I was fuming, so I felt better to just smile. The reason, exactly. It's not even a child XYZ. It's a person who I'd rather keep XYZ. So, to that person, I want to say, fuck you, go to hell, and drop dead for all I care. But in the end, I just grinned, bared it, and let the person walk off. The person doesn't even matter anymore in my life. So as that person walked away, whatever. Now I'm going to say this. Do I regret things I haven't done in my life that I could have at one point or another? Absolutely. Do I regret anything I've done or any choice I've made in my life? Absolutely not. Everything I've done, I don't regret. Even the bad stuff, even the worst choices I've ever made, and I've made a few horrible choices, I regret none of them. So to the person who says I'm making bad choices, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what you think.
And mind your own business.
Not even mind your own business. Keep your opinion to yourself. That is definitely an internal thought that was brought out that should have been kept quiet. What? Some people just don't know when to keep their mouths shut. They have to voice an opinion or else they don't feel self-important. Well, you can voice your opinion, but in the end of the day, I don't regret a damn thing
we're
I've
adults.
done.
We can make our own decisions. We don't need someone to tell us, oh, you should do this, this, and that. We know what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're
not
adults
kids anymore.
We're in our mid-20s.
Well, Mike, now, the thing is, though, I make my choices because they're my choices.
Right,
I don't
it's
do
your
it.
Choice.
I'm not doing it. I'm not being who I am now to please anyone. I'm me because this is who I am. If you can accept me, thank you, and it is an honor having you as my friend. If you cannot accept me, then I'm sorry. Then you don't have. There's no lock and key that you're forced to be around me. You can walk away at any time, but I'm not here for anybody but myself. And I, of course, on here I'm doing this because I want to entertain you guys who are listening, and I want to be myself. And being myself, I want people to have a good time listening in on what we're talking about. But would I change for anybody, or would that statement where I'm making bad choices change my opinion on things or make me question things I've done in the past? Absolutely not. I am very happy with my choices. I'm very happy when we started Brooklyn Boys, Comic Frontline, everything I've done. I'm very happy to have my son, and I wouldn't take any of that back. Not one single moment of it for the world. Granted, there were moments in my life where if I was to go back in time, now knowing the outcome, absolutely would have played a few things differently. But do I regret it? Do I wish on the top of my life that I could go back? Absolutely not. I wouldn't go back unless I was...
But the thing is...
I wouldn't pray for it.
The thing that all of us have learned, we learn by what we do. And that's the part of growing up.
And some people don't learn. Some people never learn.
Well, that's
their problem. That's their... But would you judge a person for making
no.
choice
I'm not saying that. Now, wait. Now don't... think that I'm saying that. I'm just saying it's just differently. We learn, and that's that.
Yeah, but
live and learn. Like
this person sometimes said things way back when I used to be around that person. That person used to say things just to try to get under your skin, and normally that would work. But I remember that part of this person's personality. So it didn't affect me as much because I was kind of braced for it in a way. I mean, I was ready for it. It's just, the fact that person tried to get under my skin is what pissed me off more than it got under my skin. It didn't even really get under my skin as much as it's like, don't talk about my son. You could say anything you want about me. and I'll just shrug it off. Do not bring up my child. Anybody else, anything else, fine. Because I can get them to defend myself. My child is only 2 months old. He cannot defend himself. I will beat the fucking hell out of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as an uncle, I'll do
verbally
the same as well.
Verbally, because I'm very I'm not really a physical person. I don't get
and as an uncle,
fights.
don't think I won't.
Verbally,
I will.
I will fuck you up verbally for saying anything about my son
and my nephew.
That's right. So this was a briefy intro to what BBZ Cast is going to be. We tried to give you guys a little bit of a random kind of talking. I don't know when the episodes will be going up. Like I said, when we get a definitive date, we will absolutely, positively, 100% make note of it, either on my Twitter or maybe Comic Frontline's Twitter. I don't know if the guys are going to want this on Comic Frontline, but if they do, Comic Frontline's more than welcome to post it on our website.
Yeah,
I mean,
problem.
if they like it, I mean, why not? We love talking. Just put we got to definitely get an explicit sticker and put it on the
big
on the
sticker.
But I'm enjoying this. I like this. This is more of a ranting kind of relief kind of thing for me to get things off my chest. And we're going to talk about a lot of random other things, I'm sure. And if we have people from the old BBZ Cast and Comic Frontline on here, I'm very sure we'll never run out of things to talk about.
But it's just great to be back. It's a great feeling that I've been, waiting for to come back.
The thing is, we started recording this. We did start recording this a bit late, and that's why now we're kind of frantically running to finish, so Kevin doesn't have to leave like in the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, normally we wouldn't run off. I mean, we've only been doing this for now an hour.
Well, it is a zero episode.
The thing
exactly.
that I want to make this as a main
the
quote.
next time should be much better though.
I just
It
want
was
to
recorded
say
earlier.
when you hear the words BBZ Cast,
BBZ Cast.
Sorry, just remember the quotes. Expect the unexpected. That's going to be the quote of resurrection for BBZ Cast.
And I wanted to talk about the Dragon Dagger I actually got for my birthday. Mike actually got me the Green Ranger Dragon
It's
Dagger,
super
the
sick,
Legacy.
and I want to try
I love how the age group
I
for it
know.
is 15 plus. It actually says 15 years old plus.
Wow.
So it's not even meant for kids. It's not a real dagger though. It's still soft plastic blade, but it's so beautiful. I'm going to be reviewing this on Comic Frontline this weekend, and we'll probably talk about it next week a little bit, along with other things. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be getting. I would make this a video series, but it feels a lot better being a podcast because we can just sit down, do whatever the hell we want while we're talking, and for all you know, I could be naked, even though I'm not. But I'm just saying, beside the point.
I'm walking out of the room then.
I'm not naked. You're funny. But beside the point, the fact is we can sit here and be relaxed instead of sitting in front of a camera, always having to worry about swiveling the camera around. This is more of a just sit down, bullshit for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then upload. Yeah. And I like that. Yeah. I love podcasting. I love radio. I may not have the voice for radio, but I sure fucking love talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
Yep. And we could combine even our miles. We could keep reading, collecting, rocking on, and running wild.
Yeah.
So guys, like I said before, there is a comment box under the... Hi, Cindy.
Hi, I love coming into hearing the word naked going, wait, what did I miss?
I'm going to get naked and take a shower.
Wow, it looks like she was interested.
Remember that? Bro told me to get naked and take a shower. That was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead.
Next time, Cindy will hopefully be here more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Tommy had a little bit of a... We don't want to have a crying baby now. A talking baby, fine, but crying, that's...
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of a step up to
step by step.
The thing that Stone Cold used to say.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, no.
So again, the comments below are for you guys. Let us know what you think. Please feel free to share your opinion on anything we talked about on this episode. Plus, like I said, suggestions are always welcome. Now, I'm not promising we're going to take every single suggestion, but my number one question to all of you guys is Facebook. Do you want us to make a Facebook page? Because in my opinion, we're Brooklyn boys. We're not here to get, super popular. We're here for you guys.
And
our main purpose is to entertain you guys, and that's it. Without that, there is no Brooklyn boys. That was always our motto. But if you guys who are on Facebook would like a Brooklyn Boys Facebook page,
let us know.
Let us know. And maybe we'll work out a way to do some Facebook shout-outs.
Because we're here for you guys, because you're here for us. We're going to give you
We didn't do this just
exactly...
for show. We just did it so that you people can watch.
We're going to give you exactly what you want. Yeah, we know you're there.
Yep.
But that's what we're here for. without you guys, this would
Exactly.
never happen.
And if anybody's gonna mail me any bras and panties this time, just remember, don't send it to my house this time.
Send it to me.
Send it to my P.O. box. This way nobody else sees it but me. Oh, hi, Cindy.
Hi, Chris.
Or make it easier.
You
Send
can send it to me and go, ooh, oh, giggity, 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 giggity.
Right,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
send
I'm
it. You could
so-
send it to Mike with my name in it, so when Mike opens it up, Cindy won't know that they're really
I,
for me.
I still think it's best if they send it to me.
Why? What would you? You're gonna try it on, unlike me.
No,
who
I'm
knows-
not trying anything on.
Yay! Whoa, that's getting a little bit too...
I'm having for a little collection that I'm doing.
And if you're going to, Kevin, make sure I don't see it.
Even
'cause
I
my
gave that
eyes
look,
will
Cindy. I
burn.
know what you're looking at.
Or maybe I'll strangle you with it if you think that.
Oh, great! Kevin's the
Cat-
pantyhose. Kevin's the pantyhose killer.
But you gotta catch me first.
Or wait, the bikini brawler.
Or the itsy bitsy
What?
teeny yellow polka dot brawler.
What the hell with you in that stuff?
All right,
I
we're
don't
cutting
know, the
off
song
now.
is just
We
in
are.
my
So,
head.
guys,
We're signing off.
Let us know in the comments below. Like I said, again, I want to keep saying it because I hope you guys will actually comment. We haven't asked for your guys' comments, like heavy comments, in a while. So let the comments be heard.
Your
Share
voices.
this episode with everybody. Brooklyn Boy fan, new or old, make sure this gets around. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family members. Share it with your dog, because Kevin's dog doesn't shut up. So
Yeah,
why
Hey,
really
not?
that's my
doesn't.
shtick where I say to share with your pets and all that
Well, you
stuff.
should have thought of it before I did.
Well, John Schmidt.
There you go. Fine.
Remember that
John
with Captain
Schmidt.
America?
So just
I think his name
let
was
this
John.
video, like Brooklyn Boys. At one time we said let Brooklyn Boys go viral. Let this BBZ Cast episode go viral. Hopefully things will be huge for this. We'll have huge things for you guys in the weeks to come. I'm sure we've got a lot of fun segments and fun things to talk about, etc., etc. So until the next BBZ Cast world,
Yep.
take care.
Yep.
Have a great week. And we will see you guys really soon in the next episode of BBZ
And
Cast.
we love you all very much.
And we would like to thank the band of Nobody, because we don't have an intro or outro band.
But we will.
At some point, hopefully.
Yep. So take care and rock on.
And let's run wild.
Take care, everybody. And good night, Vietnam.